How do I follow that? You know, it's wonderful. Well, good evening to all of you. I'm Father Anthony Chandler, the new rector here at the Cathedral of the Assumption, and so glad to welcome all of you. And on behalf of Archbishop Shelton, Fabre, and the entire Archdiocese, I welcome you as we begin now this 27th Festival of Faith. Sacred Heart, Sacred Minds, Embodying Love. And I have to tell you that when Sarah Reed came to talk to me and tell me about this whole event and what the theme was, I've not been able to get a song out of my mind, and that is Dionne Warwick's song from 1966, What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. And I think no truer words could be said here in 2023, something that we truly need. So on November 16th, so it would be the anniversary tomorrow, 1996, the Festival of Faith was born. That was the first one. And it all began with a gala across the street, and those who had made lasting contributions to what I would call interfaith work, the realm of interfaith work, they were all celebrated. And so this culture of interfaith, the culture of spirituality, the culture of faith in general, it really is a very strong story here in Louisville. And it really goes beyond just our city. Certainly it goes into the state, it goes into the country, and it goes into the world. And many people, I think, through the years have looked to this festival as something really different. And it probably is really different, especially when we're talking about people coming together with common faith to talk about all the needs that people have. And we're really talking about the needs of humanity. And we know that love is something that all of us desire, and it's something that all of us need. And so what a beautiful theme for this year. So in a special way, we pray for the success of this year's festival. We always say we can always learn something. We can always learn something. So in these days ahead now, what is it that we can learn? What can we learn that will aid us in giving a common witness and showing love in the world? And what is it that will touch us that we will be changed? Hopefully when we finish, we'll all be different. We'll look different. And I pray we'll act different. So Sarah, please come forward.
I'm Sarah Riggs-Reed, and I am here on behalf of our board, our staff, and our wonderful donors to welcome you here tonight to the 27th Annual Festival of Faith. This is a nationally acclaimed event rooted in this very cathedral. Every year, the festival picks a theme that we believe is timely and relevant, celebrates our rich diversity, deepens our friendships, and inspires common action. The theme this year, as has just been mentioned, is love. All faith traditions call us to love. Love God, love ourselves, love each other, love the stranger, love our planet. And over the next few days, we will be thinking deeply about this profound source of purpose and meaning in our lives. Let's begin now with each other, making a commitment to open our hearts in new ways and opening our minds in new ways, and to truly see each other as sacred human beings. And tonight, to help us see each other as sacred human beings, we've invited young people from various faith traditions in our city to teach us the greetings of their faith. I want to thank these young people for being with us tonight. You're very brave, very articulate, and you're teaching us something that we all need to remember. You bless us with your teachings. I also want to acknowledge that there are some faith communities in our city that are hurting right now. And as they are not with us, I hope that we can take some time to hold their suffering in our hearts and in our prayers. This begins the week at the Festival of Faith at the Kentucky Center tomorrow morning. And I just want to let you know there is something for everybody at the festival this year. You have access to spiritual masters and practitioners, storytelling, music, all kinds of activities in the Embodying Love Plaza, writing love letters, a multi-faith blood drive, cosmic spirals, and even virtual reality. And then there are plenty of opportunities for slowing down and thinking deeply. This is best symbolized by the Sacred Arts Tour San Mandela that will start in the morning and conclude at our closing ceremony. We believe this to be a wonderful example of love in action in our world. I conclude by inviting you to come and experience the festival and encourage you to let love take center stage for the next couple days. Now I welcome St. Williams.
Hi, my name is Justice. My pronouns are they, them.
Hi, my name is Anna. My pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Molly. My pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Simon. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi, my name is Owen. My pronouns are he, him.
We are from St. William's Catholic Community at 13th and Oak.
We say to each other, peace be with you.
Then we respond, and with your spirit.
Then we shake hands or hug. So,
Peace be with
with you, peace be with you. Peace be with you.
That was beautiful. Well done. Well done. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord, please take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh, won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh, won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh, won't you? Tell me why, tell me why. Why can't we live together? Tell me why. Why can't we live together? Everybody wants to live together. Why can't we live together? Just a little peace in this world. No more. All we want is a little peace in this world. Everybody wants to live together. Why can't we live together? Gotta live, gotta live. Gotta live together. Gotta live, gotta live. No matter what color, oh, you are still my brother. No matter what religion, oh, you are still my sister. Everybody wants to live together. Why can't we live together? Gotta live, gotta live. Gotta live together. Gotta live, gotta live. Gotta live, gotta live. Gotta live together.
So Father Anthony had to follow Sarah, and now I have to follow Jim. Thank you, Jim. For those of you I don't know, my name is Owsley Brown, and I am the co-chair of this year's Festival of Faith. And it's a great honor to be with you tonight, and just really extraordinary to already feel something magical by just being in this room, in this magnificent room, to hear already these magnificent offerings. And I think it is definitely the hope of this festival that we can touch into this territory. And why would we want to do that is a question we ask ourselves. And I think really the answer that we keep coming back to is that there's something really extraordinary going on about being alive. And so we keep coming back to what is that? And so we are, being the human beings that we are, we're sort of obliged to use words. It's one of the main things that we lean on, obviously, to try to communicate with each other, to explore with each other, to try to make meaning with each other. So we spend a lot of time thinking about what do we mean by these words that we throw around and that we try to imbue with meaning from our side. And one of the key things that we come back to over and over and over again is the word sacred. And so I thought what I might try to do in the name of touching in, I have to take my watch off so I don't talk too much here. So let me make sure I'm on schedule. Sarah, please give me a wink. I don't know where Sarah is, but keep me from going too long. But if we allow ourselves to feel into these words, something quite extraordinary happens. And so that's been one of the big goals every year with this festival. We think our job is to make practical the business of living in the sacred. Because on the one hand, it's a nice idea, but on the other hand, you have the business of, well, how do you do that? And what we've wanted to do is lean in to people that have taken that question really seriously. And it turns out we're in a long, very long line of fellow human beings who have also taken these questions and these words very seriously. So we look to them, and we do our best. We're not, we lean on academics. We're not academics ourselves, but we look to the ones that have gone before us, and many of the ones that are here among us and with us, to guide us. And that's basically how we put these programs together. So we hope you'll come. We really hope you'll come. It's very special to come to these programs, just like right now. It's really special. And we do in a different location, but this same kind of business of trying to tap into the sacred and the special. And this year's theme, as has already been said, of course, is this fundamental territory of love. So I thought that maybe what I would do is just give us a little bit of a taste of some of the things that we try to do in our work, which is to make meaningful and to kind of get into the business of how we make meaningful, living into these words and imbuing them with meaning in our own lives. So I'll see if I can do this in a combination of ways. One of which is to lean on the whole business of being quiet and what happens when we can get quiet with ourselves. And to see about linking up the connection between the profound sort of sacred space of the quiet space we can find within ourselves and all that can come from that, and how that can then function as a point of reference for how we connect with each other. And we've really become firm believers that to really know the other, you have to know yourself. So it poses a question, obviously, which is, well, first of all, do we care to know any of this? Do we care to know who we are on the inside? Are we interested in that? If we are interested in that, what's the business of being serious about that? And then connected is, are we interested in knowing what's going on with each other? Now, I have every confidence that none of us would be here tonight if these questions weren't at least of general interest, if not very specific or, let's say, lifelong interest in the form of pursuit. But the lifelong aspect of these pursuits has become increasingly more, I would say, profound for those of us on this festival planning side of the equation, because we realize there's no end to this work. The work doesn't actually ever end. And that's part of what makes it so extraordinary and magical, and in many ways mysterious. And the mystery, key thing, a word we talk a lot about is mystery, is how comfortable can we be with things that are not really knowable in our brain, let's say. And I know we've got science and AI to go, keep chipping away at the unknown and helping us shed light on that, and that's extraordinarily important. Long may that pursuit continue. I'm sure that it will, in any case. But there is something else which is to do with this mystery business, which we think is almost misunderstood as a word that, as we reference it in the English language. We think that maybe people use the word mystery like an Agatha Christie novel waiting to be read, meaning something to be solved. But we're interested in the word that might mean something more like a thing that cannot be solved. And of course, this opens up something very interesting, and I think it's connected to love. So let me see right now if we can just maybe close our eyes if you'd like, or in some form or fashion, just for a minute, see about going within ourselves and just kind of tapping into that territory of the quiet space that we can find within ourselves. Maybe just notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling in your chair, or if you're standing like me, how you're feeling in your body. The sounds of the bells, the sounds from the inside that are coming from thoughts or any feelings or emotion, and to sort of notice all of that. And now, let's see if we can notice that we're also in a room together, to feel a sense of connection with each other. So with this all in mind, I find it so interesting that maybe we've been able to tap into this thing of the individual experience and the group experience, the sort of personal and the collective. And I think that is, in some ways, an interesting metaphor for what we might mean by, I would assume, our sort of collective idea of community. Community has a certain aspiration baked into it as a word. It's kind of aspirational, that when we use that word, it means a kind of coming together, a willingness and a desire to come together. But what's so fascinating about that word to me is that it is also, obviously, by definition, made up of all these parts. So in the same way that our body is made up of all these parts and all these experiences that happen within our corpus, and that somehow, collectively, it equals our human experience, our embodied experience, there's this idea that maybe the community is like that, and that somehow we can get to know the community by way of knowing ourselves. And that within that, we have the opportunity to really know somehow what our heartfelt connection is to love. And I think by knowing what love means within ourselves and experiencing the openness and possibility of just getting into the magic and mystery of our own lives, we can also somehow know each other and hold the painful aspects of our community in that broader sense, in the same way that within our bodies we might feel aspects of our lives that are awkward, whether they're physical or emotional or otherwise. So the hope is for this week that we can begin to embody our own experience, to feel embodied in our own experience all the more, and to know that our loving hearts can guide us in knowing ourselves and knowing each other, and that we can rely and trust that our hearts can navigate the mystery of life and somehow lead us to something extremely profound. So thank you all so much for being here, and we can't wait for the week to come. I'm so glad that you're with us.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone's evening going? Good. Well, my name is Aaron, and this is my friend Tammy, and we're here representing the Buddha Blessed Temple. The Buddha Blessed Temple is a Vietnamese Buddhist temple in a Mahayana tradition, and we're located in the south end of Louisville. So, Buddhist manner. So in general, manner derives from a good and respectful greeting. So, as you guys saw in the beginning, we put our palms together and did a slight half bow. Now, in Buddhism, a fundamental virtue is purity. So when we put our palms together, it represents the purity in the blossoming of a lotus flower. Now, if we can all imagine, and if some can close their eyes if it's better to imagine that way, a lotus bud. In the winter times, the harsh, freezing winter times, the lotus bud is deeply embedded in the dirty, mucky mud, waiting to blossom. And as the seasons come around into the spring, that's when this lotus bud starts to push against this mud, and it reveals itself in the clear, bright summer sky, a beautiful lotus flower. How is this relevant? Well, as us, we human beings, we constantly go through the stresses of school or work, or even from our friends and family, or maybe from this anxiety before coming up here and talking to you guys. So, when I put my palms together, or in the Buddhist tradition, when we put our palms together, it represents this channeling of this blossoming of a lotus flower in order to purify our minds. And with a purified mind, like this festival's tradition is, we bring love and peace. Now, it's important that we have both of our hands together and not just one. Why? Well, my friend Tammy can explain that.
So we make sure we have both of our palms together because this shows a sense of duality. So on one side, you may have your good choices, your good actions, things such as that. And on another side, you may have maybe bad choices or bad actions that you've concluded to. So we put our palms together to show a sense of balance between our good and bad thoughts. We make sure we don't put value into one or another, and we make sure we keep it close to our chest so our thoughts are ones with our mind. So this creates a sense of oneness when our actions and our thoughts are together with our mind and together in the palms of our hands, and we make sure we're as sincere and as pure and as mindful as possible. So if everyone here could put their palms together for me, thank you. And, oh my gosh, okay. And so this really just shows that you guys are thoughts are together in your mind, you guys are making sure to have a balance and to be mindful and pure. So thank you so much.
Andrea Johnson, and I have the honor of being this year's co-chair. So this time last year, actually today last year, I was on day 5 of a 9-day hospital stay with my son, who died on November 19th of last year. So as you can imagine, this is a very heavy week for me and my family. But what an incredibly beautiful evening this is, and a reminder of something that we experienced during such a tragic time in our lives, and that was just pure love. What we experienced over that 9 days was, as Owsley touched on, those that wanted that connection and that community. And we had such an outpouring of individuals that came to support myself, my daughter, other family members, to give honor to my son's life. And it was something that I will never forget because it was just pure love. And so, obviously, in my son's passing, that has reset me. You know, you don't suffer a profound loss like that and not have a reset in life. And while I have always been guided by a dad who taught us that God is love and that was the guiding force in our life, his passing has really made me be even more intentional about how I want to spend my time and energy and giving back to community and to this world. And so when Owsley approached me with such an incredible opportunity, but what I have repeatedly said to him was a gift to co-chair this year's Festival of Faiths, it was just that, because it was an opportunity for me to pay forward the love that I experienced and place that back into the community. And what better way to do that through this festival? An opportunity to unite, to unify, to bring people together where hopefully we can set aside difference and just be in fellowship with each other. And hopefully that will have a catalyzing effect to what each of us can do individually and collectively to make this a world that we experience that is rooted in nothing but love. And so my hope for all of you is that you will take part in this week's activities, that you will pour into it as much as you possibly can and take back away from it what you can give out to each other and to your community. And I am especially inspired to see our young people and to see them represented in this space. And I will just close by saying, especially to our young people, I repeatedly said to my son, love wins. And I hope if our young people and each of you take anything away from what you will experience, it is just that love wins. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, my name is Ali.
My name is Islam.
And we are from the Guiding Light Islamic Center located at 6500 6 Mile Lane. What you saw there was a common greeting, an embrace that you find in the faith tradition of Islam. And I wanted to share one of the teachings of our faith. Our beloved Prophet, Muhammad, may peace and blessings of God be upon him and all the previous prophets and messengers to come. He taught us, none of you will enter paradise until you believe, until you have faith. And none of you will have complete faith unless you love one another. And shall I tell you the greatest tool that will make you love one another? He said, spread the greetings of peace and love that we have demonstrated here as we embraced each other. Another teaching that was bestowed upon us is that when you are greeted with love and peace, greet with that which is equal or better. It is not enough to give a lousy response. So when someone gives you that love, reciprocate in an equivalent or greater manner. So when you heard me start, mine was very short. It said, Salaam alaikum, which means, may peace of God be upon you and with you at all times. He responded, may peace and blessings and mercy of God be upon you and with you. So I would like to extend this greeting of peace and love to all of you. But to make it easier, I'm going to go with the short form. So I will say, Salam alaikum, and you will respond in unison, Salam alaikum. Are we ready? All right. Salam alaikum. Thank you all very much.
You gotta admit, it looks better in color. All the rainbow appears. You gotta believe it sounds better in color. All the spectrum appears. There's more to life than just black or white. So many shades in between. Yeah, there's more to life than what's yours or what's mine. Oh, and I wish everyone could agree. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. War is not the answer, or only love can conquer hate. You know you got to find a way to bring some love in. Mother, what the world needs is rainbow power. Yeah, what the world needs is rainbow power. No matter if you're red, yellow, black or white, after every shower, what the world needs, rainbow power. What the world needs, love for your brother. Yeah, what the world needs, love for your sister. No matter if she's red, yellow, black or white, after every shower, what the world needs, rainbow power. Takes every color to make up the rainbow. Ooh, rainbow power. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now. What the world, it's the only thing. What the world needs now Y'all sound beautiful. Keep singing it. I love you. Thank you.
And we are indeed each a piece of the love we're creating. Each of us is important. Each of us is part of the rainbow. This year's Festival of Faith will be deepened by the creation of a sacred sand mandala, a Compassion Buddha sand mandala, that will start at 8:20 in the morning on Thursday and Friday and end at 9 p.m. or about 8:30 p.m. Please come. A sacred sand mandala is a kind of painting made of thousands of grains of sand. It's a Tibetan Buddhist art form. Traditionally, it's carefully constructed from dyed sand particles to represent the universe, a universe in balance. So over the next few days, a group of monks from Drepung Gomang Monastery in South India will be creating the sacred sand mandala. And why a compassion sand mandala? They will begin and end each day with prayer and compassion. Compassion is love in action. And so this sand mandala is a wonderful gift to the Louisville community by the Festival of Faith this year. And it helps anybody who comes to view it connect with our own natural and innate capacity to grow compassion, to grow love, to be love in action, regardless of your religious tradition or because of your religious tradition. And the monks' work is done very carefully and prayerfully with the altruistic intention for peace, for love, for compassion, with the best motivations possible for all people to help to bring the world to healing, starting right here and expanding out, as we know, to our aching world. And when finished on Saturday, the sand will be gathered, representing certainly impermanence, but also to carry the healing energies out into the world and into the community. So we hope you can join us. Yeshi Kelsang Rappi.
Thank you. It's wonderful and great prayers and speeches, and also wonderful music and good readings in this room and tonight. And after that, now it's time to dedicate all these good actions, pure motivations, to find peace and compassion and love in our community and world. Therefore, I will be chant few words dedication prayer on Tibet and then also envision. Kanga Duze Nizone, Tawa Tanja Tambisha, Tambi Chunu Donzabi, Kodam De La Shamsalo, Shanja Semjo, Ramboje, Maji Banam, Jinyaji, Jiva Nyamba, Meba, Kone Kondam, Pewara Sho, Shanja Semjo, Ramboje, Maji Banam, Jinyaji, Jiva Nyamba Meba Yang Kone Kondam Pewara Sho Shanja Semjo Ramboche Maji Bana Jiva Nyamba Meba Yang Kone Kondam Pewara Sho Jambara Bahu Chedaran Tim Kundo Zambo Teya Devjan De Deda Gunji Jisa Dalu Gewa Dada Tamja Rabda. May all beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and cause of suffering. May all beings never lose their happiness beyond all suffering. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversions. Thank you.
Namaste. My name is Ligit Petnikota and I'm here to represent the Hindu Temple of Kentucky and the Hindu faith practice. Namaste. This is a traditional Hindu greeting to welcome and to show respect when meeting others. It means, I bow to you. You may also hear other variants of this greeting like Namaskar, Namaskara, and Namaskaram. There is a deeper meaning to this very simple greeting. This one word signifies an important teaching of Hinduism, where we believe that the divine lies within each of us. By bowing and pressing our hands together in front of our heart, chakra, we are showing to the divine within others and acknowledging that we are all connected. By recognizing that the divine lies within all of us, we embrace universal love and peace. Please bring your palms together in front of your chest, turn to your neighbors, and repeat after me. Namaste. The divine within me bows to the divine within you. Namaste.
Thank you all so very much, and how great it has been to have all of you with us here in our cathedral this evening. And as a great start, I think a wonderful start to what should be a wonderful next couple of days. Owsley, I have to comment that you took me back to studying theology, that great class we had on mystery. But we'll have to have a discussion because there's another part, imagination. And I think you put those two together, I'm going to push you over the edge. All right? But thank you all. So I've just been asked to do just a very short benediction and to send us on our way. God, we pray that you send us forth from this place. In all of our duties, send your help. In all of our danger, send your protection. In all perplexities, send your counsel. In all sorrow, send your peace. Let us go forth into the world in love and peace, to be dedicated to your service, which means we're called to love and to serve one another. Amen.
We are about to sing a song that was written by Carrie Newcomer last year at the Festival of Faiths, and the words to the refrain are written in your program, and we would love it if you would join in with us when you feel it. I am willing to change. I am willing to see. I am ready to trust in you, in me. I am ready for change. There's a voice and it is mine. There's a vision and it is time. There is courage. The choice is here to live in love and not in fear. I am willing to change. Sing with us. I am willing to see. I am ready to trust in you, in me. I am ready for change. There'll be pushback, and some will say, keep on doing things the same old way. But together with hope and heart. We'll keep on changing, each doing our part. I am willing to change. I am willing to see. I am ready to trust in you, in me. I am ready for change. I am willing to change. I am willing to see. I am ready to trust in you, in me. I am ready for change. One more time together. I am willing to change. I am willing to see. I am ready to trust in you, in me. I am ready for change. I am ready for change. I am ready for change. I am ready for change.
So we hope to see everybody over the rest of the week. We'll see you tomorrow.